Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. I am Natan Verhofsky, your host at the most. You are here at the Frequency of Abundance. Thank you so much for joining us today. I wanted to jump in and have some fun. We're almost finishing off season 6. This is energetic leadership. And today we're creating culture with frequency. So, focusing on how corporate culture isn't a handbook, it's in your energy. We're going to be diving deep into how real leaders transmit the culture they want to see. So if you're busy building a team, a movement, if you're trying to create a legacy, this episode is for you. And we're hoping that it serves you and lets you get across everywhere you want to go. I'm going to put some contact information in the chat. Boopity boop. Know that you can get a hold of us. Reach out on LinkedIn. Go straight to the Frequency of Abundance. Click on groups. But you're here. Join us and take a look at the last 6 seasons. It's all for free. It's all available for you. Now, on today's episode. What is energetic culture? You are the culture, not your mission statement. When we look at culture as the invisible frequency that dictates how people show up, how they respond, how they align within your space. A little Greek mountain coffee to keep me perfectly good. I want you to think of a way that culture doesn't start, with values written on the wall or plaques or those tacky posters from back in the day. Confidence, clarity, motion. And then there's like a picture of an eagle and then a little cheesy tagline underneath it. You can close your eyes and you can feel the emotional tone of your team, your family, even your audience. What's the dominant frequency? Is it calm? Is it hustle? Is it uncertainty? Is it ownership? Where do they come from? Know that there is a beautiful feeling when we look at corporate culture. If I was to work at ABC Motorcycles, okay. Do you think it'd feel different if I worked at Harley Davidson Motorcycles? I could work for a film company. Okay. Do you think it'd be different if I worked for Lucasfilm? Do you think it'd be different if I worked at an amusement park or if I worked for Disney? There's places that have corporate culture that are so impactful that you almost join a cult. And their culture is so deeply ingrained. It's not written on the wall with cheesy posters. You can feel it, and there's an emotional tone. When you work at certain places, when you're surrounded by certain people, the frequency, that dominant frequency surrounding you, is the same. That's why they're watching you. That's why they're looking. That's why they go, okay, you're one of us. Congratulations. You get to stay at Google. If not, very quickly, your frequency wouldn't match the rest of the people's around you. And it'd be like, I don't know what's going on, but Bill, you gotta go. It's not working out. So because the corporate culture doesn't start with the values on the wall, it starts with a vibration in the room. Do a simple exercise. You can write down 3 objectives that describe your current culture. Be honest. You're the leader, right? The bottleneck's always at the top of the bottle. Guess who's the top of the bottle at the company? You're the top. You're always the bottleneck. That's why this season is energetic leadership. It's for you. 3 objections. Be honest. And I want you to look at them. I'm looking at 3 adjectives that describe the current culture. Fast pace, exciting, hustle, whatever it is. Could be the opposite. It could be slow, boring, whatever it is. 3 adjectives that describe the current culture, and then write 3 that you want to create. What do you want the room to look like? What do you want the team to look like? What do you want the people to feel like when they come to you? The corporate culture is huge. Now, the leader has a tuning fork. You're the one that sets it. You set the frequency. You go, bing, and everyone has to resonate with you. It's not easy being the leader. I know. People don't mirror your words, they mirror your state. Yeah, he said this, but meanwhile he looked completely, disheveled. Like, oh, okay, so his words didn't match his state now. Well, then what are you going to listen to, the words or the state? I'm going to look at the state because the body can't lie. It really hates that. And so it'll always give away, hey, this isn't true. I don't resonate with this. I am in discord and disalignment with this untrue. So a nugget would be your emotional regulation sets the group's frequency. So before each meeting or interaction even with someone, ask yourself, what do I want to transmit today? Is it urgency or trust? Pressure or clarity? Where do you feel that you have the easiest time resetting? Is it mentally? Do you get to go? Oh, wonderful. Thank you. We have a comment. The culture is the movement. Yes, thank you for that. The culture is the movement, very much so. Now, ask yourself, if you're going in and you're feeling like, okay, where am I overwhelmed? Should I mentally be able to go? This is a thought loop and it's annoyingly stuck, like a song that gets stuck in your head. How do I get rid of this thought loop? Is it easier for you to fix yourself mentally? What about physically? Does it work when you take a couple deep breaths and reset yourself? Does that work for you? What about emotionally? Do you have the ability to deeply and quickly visualize and immerse yourself back in another time, a memory that gives you a different state, happier, calmer, more confident? You need to know how you work and what works best for you. I can tell you to take 5 deep breaths all day long, but if you're like, it feels nicer, but you know what? I'm much quicker in my head or I'm much quicker emotionally, not physically. Okay. We're covering all of it today. We want to make sure that you have the ability to get whatever you need. Yes, thank you for that, Carolyn Royce. Yes, we don't just follow the leader. We resonate and mirror with him or her. Absolutely. Very, very much so. So when we model them, and that's like, have you ever gone to work somewhere and went, nope. It's not just the people around you that every day you have to deal with. Yes, that's the most part. But what about that leader? What about the guy or girl who hired you? If you hate them, even if you only interact with them once a month, you're going to be so with that interaction because the frequency doesn't match. Their frequency doesn't match the corporate culture. You can't figure out where you fit because you can't figure out how to match your frequency. I got to get out of this place, man. I don't know what's going on, but I never feel good working here. It's toxic. This is what we want to help you avoid. So go into that. And as a leader, by all means, you do all three. You don't have a choice. You take 5 deep inhales, hold, out, hold. You do this 5 times before you step into any leadership space. It realigns your signal intentionally. So let's create a frequency ritual. I want to put a simple 2-minute energetic check-in before leading anything. We talk so much about putting your mask on first and that you can't be poor and help the poor. You can't be broke and help the broke. Well, you can't be completely energetically off whack and yet lead with confidence and integrity. You can't go forward and help others because they're going to go, where are you going? I don't want to follow you because you don't even know, like, you don't even look like you know where you're going because you look lost. You look off. So when we play that game, very, very few winners. Now, in the context of where we're coming from, I also wanted you to know if you were rocking in the free world, playing at the highest possible level, and you wanted to come and join us, there is a wonderful retreat that I put on. It's virtual, and it's invitation only. It's for people that are really, really great and looking to become just magnificent. It's for those at 9 out of 10 looking for 9.1, 9.2. So if it resonates with you, let me know. I'd love to invite you.
Meet Natan Verkovsky, Elite Energy Coach, helping top performers break limits, activate their energy, and achieve unstoppable momentum. Welcome to the Personal Momentum Retreat, an exclusive experience designed for executives, entrepreneurs, and visionaries who demand more from life. Every month, top performers gather to master powerful mental, physical, and emotional drills, strategies used by world-class leaders to unlock peak performance and resilience. At this retreat, you won't just learn, you'll experience transformation, shift your energy, break through barriers, and build unstoppable momentum. Get a sneak peek at our weekly preview event, happening every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Experience firsthand the mental, physical, and emotional drills that will change your game. Success is not about working harder. It's about activating your personal momentum. Reserve your spot today.
There you go. You've been personally invited. I hope you're very, very excited. We'd love to have you come over for the Personal Momentum Retreat. And in it, we talk to those leaders. We talk to those people. Because right now, we're doing segment 3. Language, energy, and culture codes. I want you to remember that words carry change. They carry power. Words carry charge. You use them on purpose. They're grenades. You don't willy-nilly pull the pin and see what happens. So an insight would be that every phrase you repeat becomes part of your culture's wiring. Words like, we move fast, or figure it out, or we're different. That shapes the identity, that shapes your corporate culture. When we say things like, we move fast, okay, we know that we're a dynamic team. We know that we can fail fast and we can figure it out. When we say figure it out, we know that we have responsibility. We know that we can do it because our boss trusts us. When we say we're different, we make sure that that sticks not just in our words, but our DNA, so that we act different, we feel different, we want to be different. And when everybody at the company does that, the company now does that. It becomes its own organic, living entity, taking on a life of its own. And that's why you know that categorically there is a corporate culture working at Disney, Google, IBM, Harley Davidson, and you know that it's different if you were to work at one and then you go to the other. You go, whoa, what's going on? This place is totally different. Oh yeah, we manufacture something different. No, it's not that. The culture. There's a feeling in the air. There's a pace. There's a frequency. There's a speed. And there is a universal vibrational hum. And that vibrational hum all around you is how you can set the frequency and feel the room. So that if you're ever in doubt, you just stop, breathe, and listen to the hum. You'll know when things move. You'll know when things are in sync. You'll know when things are out of sync. That's why you need to be clear. So, if we were to audit your language, what phrases do you repeat? Are they aligned with the culture that you desire and that you're trying to create? We'd like to choose one core phrase to implement intentionally into your space this week. Repeat it. Embody it. Invite others to echo it. So, in our world, we're sponsored by the most incredible Allura Creative, and they are the only not-for-profit public relations house in the world. They are brilliant at hunting whales. They blow a dog whistle to C-suite executive leader owner founders. So much so they have their own trademark licensed proprietary process called the Executive Engagement Engine, where they run and find those people, delight those people, and serve them up on a platter just for you. When we do something cool like that, that is for everyone. Not just because it's a not-for-profit, but because we're talking about the wording. So when we repeat phrases at Allura Creative, we repeat, we serve those that serve others. That's one of the phrases that we repeat. Gratitude, equals abundance. That's one of the phrases we repeat. Progress equals happiness. That's one of the phrases we repeat. If you want more, do more. That's one of the phrases we repeat. And I want you to think that all of these collectively give you a sense of feel. And that sense of feel is what it's like to work here. So if you work with and for and around Allura Creative, you'll have this feeling.
I'm excited to introduce you to Allura Creative Agency, the world's first and only not-for-profit public relations powerhouse. Our mission is to increase your brand's visibility, credibility, and extend your global audience. In short, we hunt the whales for you. Our proprietary methodology blows a dog whistle to C-suite executives, leaders, founders, and owners across any industry. Welcome to our Executive Engagement Engine trademark. That's our secret sauce. It includes 3 proprietary processes: our Engagement Ignition trademark pre-event outreach process, our Commitment Catalyst trademark butts and seats process, and our Fortune Follow-ups trademark post-event outreach. These ensure the highest level of interest, virtual attendance, and follow-up conversations. As the world's first and only not-for-profit public relations powerhouse, what's our promise to you? Unparalleled commitment to transparency, ethical engagement, and impactful results. Partner with Allura Creative Agency and experience transformative executive engagement. Book a time to speak with us today, and here's to the evolution of your brand.
So that's why that's culture. That's why when we audit our languages, those are the phrases that we repeat. And so I wanted you to see that. I wanted you to understand where we're coming from. We drink our own Kool-Aid for a reason. It's there because it's part of who we are as a DNA. That's one phrase that we plant and implement intentionally. Now, energetic, contagion, and boundaries. Culture isn't created once. It's protected daily. So let's say we created the culture on Tuesday, and on Wednesday, somebody kind of went a little bit around outside the normal area that we'd like to play in. It's about somebody else protecting the culture, stepping in and saying, hey, we don't do that here. Sorry. Maybe you did that at your old place. Maybe that's just the way you are, but we don't do that here. You protect your culture. That's how you know you own it. So, truth bomb. Any unchecked energy leaks, resentment, sarcasm, blame, they corrode even the strongest teams. Like acid that'll burn through. Little bits, little snooty comments, the resentment, the sarcasm, blaming. It's going to corrode even the strongest teams. So identify the biggest energy leak in your corporate culture right now. Is it gossip? Is it passive aggressive feedback? Is it avoidance? Let's call a micro reset. Let's speak to the frequency, not just the behavior. For example, we are in a culture of clarity, and right now we're drifting into confusion. Let's pause and reset. So we're repeating the phrase, we are a culture of clarity. That implies our value and who we are and what we do. And right now, which shows in the moment, we're drifting into confusion. It's drifting into, not, we're confused as hell. Let's pause and reset is very different than, we need to stop everything right now and start from scratch and figure this out. So coming in from that, repeat. We are a culture of clarity, and right now we're drifting into confusion. Let's pause and reset. That type of leadership is exactly what's needed in order to make sure that your team follows you, hence leader. So let's look at legacy culture versus transactional culture. Legacy isn't built on policy, it's built on presence. Transactional culture asks, what can I get? Legacy culture asks, who are we becoming? Ask your team, if someone new joined us today, what would they feel in the first 10 minutes? Let that answer refine you. Oh, they'd be freaking out. Really? Why? Oh, there's no one here to help them. Don't figure it out. Oh my, okay, we need to fix that. What would they feel in the first 10 minutes? Well, they'd feel welcomed and calm, and here's your book, and here's your space, here's your coffee cup with your name on it. Nice. Okay. It's up to you to decide what they feel when they get there. So let's take a look at a couple deep final thoughts for you then. Your frequency is always on. Whether you lead consciously or not, your presence transmits. So choose to broadcast what builds the trust and resonance. Don't outsource culture to HR or handbooks. Culture is built in the moments between meetings, the unsaid, the tone, the frequency. Everything is culture. Everything. How you open a meeting, how you reply, how you delay, how you celebrate small wins. Every moment is a culture cue. And the culture you allow is the culture you lead. Think about that silence as agreement. Be bold enough to realign what no longer matches your energetic standards. Culture scales through cohesion. If everyone understands the vibe, you don't need micromanagement. People get it. People want to get it. People want to do more. People want to do good. Not just for you, for this, for the whole thing, for all of us, for what the company stands for, the mission, the purpose, the cause, the culture. So it's very, very important. The frequency is going to breed autonomy. If everyone understands the vibe, they don't need micromanagement. So we have to protect that frequency with boundaries. You don't need to fix every low vibration. Just create a container where, over here, low vibes, don't run the show. And you can compartmentalize and put things away, and sometimes that's where it goes. Yes. Thank you, Carolyn. Negative and hidden negative comments. Poke holes in the corporate light bulb. Yeah. Leaders help what these teammates are unsatisfied with. Absolutely. They really need to find it. And you have to pull it out of them. They're not going to be like, hey, can I tell you what's wrong? It almost never happens. And even if they come to you and tell you what's wrong, odds are it's probably not what's really wrong deep down under. Well said. Great nuggets of wisdom. Thank you for your guidance. My blessings. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for being a part of the journey and having us here together in Frequency of Abundance. Always nice to see you. Now, let's look at legacy, culture, and how it starts with how you treat one person. You ever know that expression where they talk to rich people and they're like, I want to know how this person really treats people, so I'm going to see how he treats a waiter, or the coat check person, or somebody not in a position of power or authority, to see what kind of a person he is when he doesn't have to be nice. Is he still nice? Legacy culture starts with how you treat one person. One conversation, one tone shift, one active presence creates incredible ripple effects. And that's why I want you to feel that culture isn't a living frequency. You tend to it like a sacred fire. You build it, you nourish it, you watch it, you get imbued with it. You smell like it afterward because it's stuck on your clothes and in your hair. Corporate culture is a living frequency. When you tend to it like a sacred fire, it needs your energy, your attention, and your intentional tending. Don't let it burn out. Don't let it burn wild. Shape it. Shape it. That's where we're coming from today. I'm so thankful that you joined us. This is an exciting new week. This is the final week for season 6. We're closing it out with power-packed episodes. Now, Motivational Monday, we've got Creating Corporate Culture with Frequency. That's today. Tomorrow on Triumphant Tuesday, we got From Manager to Mentor. Winning Wednesday is going to give us the Leadership Legacy Code. And we end this season. I know, it sounds crazy. Like, why didn't you go all the way through the week? Because we've done many episodes already. You missed it. Go back and catch up. We end on Thriving Thursday, integration and embodiment. No more theory. It's time to live it. Everything we've covered now in your bones. So come raise your frequency. Come have some fun in the sun. I'm Natan Rahosky, your host, and I am so happy you had a chance to come and play with us today. I will see you tomorrow